Adam Busby of TLC's OutDaughtered took to Instagram in the past 24 hours to share where his love stands for his beautiful wife, Danielle. His post included a slideshow that cycled through 3 different photos of himself and his wife. What did Adam have to say about where his love stands? Keep reading for the details. Adam Busby shares where his love stands with Danielle. The first photo in the slideshow featured Adam Busby scooping his arms around Danielle. He appeared to be scooping her up from underneath her slightly as he leaned in and planted a smooch on her cheek. Danielle had a huge smile on her face as she looked directly into the camera when the photo snapped. The second photo looked like Adam may have lingered too long with the kiss. Coming off as more of a goofy photo, Danielle had a funny-looking expression as she looked off to the side with wide eyes as she appeared to be trying to squeeze out of his grasp. In the third photo, Adam and Danielle Busby just stood next to each other and smiled for the camera. Adam Busby chanted about how much he loved Danielle 3 times in the caption of his slideshow. He even mentioned it a 4th time in a hashtag. In the comments of the slideshow, fans gushed about how precious this couple was. Many agreed they were a great couple and even better parents. As fans know, Adam and Danielle Busby take a lot of pride in putting their spouse before anyone and everyone else. Adam acknowledges putting his wife before his daughters is controversial. He, however, believes it is key for them to work together to raise the children right. So, they do things like go on a lot of vacations and trips without their children to keep the romance alive and well. Here's some of what fans had to say in the comments of the post. Beautiful couple, very good photos, much love. You are amazing parents and love you together. Great pics, but that song choice? Beautiful couple, may Jesus pour rains of blessings in your lives. The only hint of negativity in the comments was the fact that some fans didn't care for the song attached to the slideshow. Overall, however, fans really adored this couple and this slideshow. What are your thoughts on Adam's random post about his relationship with his wife Danielle? What do you think made him post this type of tribute? Share your thoughts in the comments. And, keep coming back for more updates on the OutDaughtered stars. Adam Busby shares where his love stands with Danielle. Adam Busby sat quietly on the porch of his Texas home, the setting sun casting a golden hue over the landscape. The quiet hum of crickets filled the air as he gazed out at the horizon, reflecting on the whirlwind journey his life had become. It wasn't often he found a moment of stillness, given the bustling activity that came with raising 6 daughters. Yet, in this tranquil evening, his thoughts wandered back to the very core of it all, his love for Danielle. Their story was anything but ordinary. High school sweethearts, Adam and Danielle had grown up together in Lake Charles, Louisiana. From teenage dreams to adult realities, their bond had only strengthened over the years. Adam chuckled to himself as he remembered the first time he had asked Danielle out. Nervous and clumsy, he had tripped over his words, but she had smiled, her eyes sparkling with the promise of many shared adventures. They had always been a team, facing life's challenges head-on. Their biggest test came with the birth of their quintuplets. The news had initially been overwhelming, a mix of joy and fear. Adam recalled the sleepless nights, the constant feedings, and the sheer exhaustion that came with raising 5 babies at once. Adam knew that love wasn't just a feeling, it was a commitment, a promise to stand by each other through thick and thin. He remembered the countless nights they had spent talking, planning, and dreaming about their future. Despite the chaos, they always found time for each other, carving out moments of intimacy amid the whirlwind of parenthood. Tonight was one of those rare evenings where they could simply be Adam and Danielle, not just mom and dad. The girls were all tucked in bed, the house finally quiet after a day filled with laughter and playful shouts. Adam took a deep breath and walked inside, finding Danielle in the living room, curled up with a book. She looked up as he entered, her face lighting up with a smile that never failed to make his heart skip a beat. "Hey, you," she greeted, closing her book and setting it aside. "Enjoying the sunset?" "Yeah," he replied, sitting down beside her. Got me thinking about us, about everything we've been through. Danielle reached for his hand, her touch warm and comforting. It's been quite a ride, hasn't it? Definitely, Adam agreed. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how much you mean to me. How much I love you. Her eyes softened, and she leaned in to kiss him gently. I love you too, Adam. More than words can say. Adam felt a lump form in his throat. They had said those words countless times, but they never lost their significance. Love was their anchor, grounding them even when the waves of life threatened to pull them apart. He remembered the promises they had made to each other on their wedding day, vows that had only deepened with time. We've been through so much, Adam said, his voice thick with emotion. And I know there will be more challenges ahead. But as long as we have each other, I know we can handle anything. Danielle nodded, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. We've got a strong foundation, Adam. Built on love, trust, and understanding. And that makes all the difference. Adam pulled her close, savoring the feel of her in his arms. In moments like this, he was reminded of the simple yet profound truth that love wasn't about grand gestures or perfect moments. It was about the everyday acts of kindness, the shared laughter, and the silent understanding that spoke volumes. Their journey had been documented for the world to see, their lives an open book on reality TV. But there were aspects of their relationship that remained just for them, private and sacred. The quiet conversations at the end of a long day, the knowing glances shared across a crowded room, the way they supported each other without needing to speak. Adam thought about their future, the years yet to come. He knew there would be more milestones, more memories to create. The girls would grow up, and new adventures would await them. But through it all, one thing would remain constant, his love for Danielle. Remember our first date? Adam asked, a playful grin spreading across his face. Danielle laughed, the sound like music to his ears. How could I forget? You were so nervous, you almost spilled your drink all over me. Adam chuckled, shaking his head. I was terrified. But you made it all worth it. You always do. They spent the next hour reminiscing, sharing stories and laughter. It was a reminder of the journey they had taken together, the highs and lows that had shaped their love. As the night grew darker, they moved to the kitchen, preparing a late-night snack, a simple ritual that brought them closer. Adam watched Danielle as she moved around the kitchen, her grace and beauty never failing to captivate him.